Justice attached to the wall. Yeah, there ain't nowhere to hide on the front line.
Hey, this is Steve from MONKEYGOOSE. I'm your unofficial metal correspondent. And here we have CROBOT.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
And let me just get your names real quick.
My name's Paul.
I'm Jake.
Jake. Nice to meet you guys. I'm Steve. Okay, so I'm just going to ask you guys a couple of questions and make it real quick and painless.
Cool.
Okay, so CROBOT is a new band, right? I mean, you guys formed like 2011.
Yeah, well, Bishop and Brandon formed in 2011 before me and Paul joined.
Yeah.
I guess late 2011, something like that.
Yeah.
And then we hopped on 2013.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys, so like, how was it breaking into this new music industry? I mean, it's not the same as it was for, our forefathers. Like this is an internet age now. Music works a lot different these days. So you guys broke in pretty quick, it seems. So like, how'd that work?
Probably because of things like the internet. It's one of the game changers that we have. People, all over the world have access to everything right there. There's a couple taps and you got it. So that definitely has a lot to do with getting the word spread out and people hearing the music and everything like that.
Right. Back in the day, they did.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Right, exactly. Because it hurts some people and others just make it work.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's cool. Okay, and what's the music environment right now? Like for bands like you, like how is what's the scene like where you guys came from? Were there a lot of bands like you?
Well, in North Jersey, there was a couple of bands that were always jamming. We were always jamming with like Only Living Boy. And well, that's how we met Brandon and Bishop too. We would all swap shows together between PA and Jersey. So there's a couple of cats that are really doing it, and they do it well. But there's a few scattered scenes, but it's not too crazy. I guess there's probably a little bit more metal going on right now.
Yeah. I mean, like with the bands that we knew, like it wasn't a big community, but it was tight knit.
Yeah.
So it you got the opportunity to play with a lot of like really cool musicians and everything like that. And as you said, that's how we were even able to meet Brandon and Bishop, just because it was, there aren't a lot of bands to choose from to play with for us out there.
Right.
So it was kind of inevitable that our paths would cross at some point.
It's reassuring that there's guys like you out there. Which kind of goes to my next question. I mean, CROBOT, kind of like Clutch and Pantera and Caius, you guys are considered like groove metal, like stoner rock, maybe, right?
Yeah, sure.
Is that accurate?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm okay with that.
I'll dig that. Yeah.
That's a big classification. You're obviously under the eternal influence of Black Sabbath.
Well, yeah.
Of course.
What?
Who isn't?
Yeah. Anything,
Whether you want to admit it or not,
right. Like it's hard to get away from. Any kid that picks up a guitar, it's Black Sabbath is going to either like Metallica or Black Sabbath is going to come out. I feel like it's like that's the first thing you play, first steps. But what other bands are there in your life?
I mean, there's a bunch. I just found this cool band. I don't even know where they're from, but we were at this bar in Germany, and the music was not quite loud enough to where I could really tell what it was.
Yeah.
But I crawled up with somebody's phone and jammed it up in the speaker and Shazammed it. It was this band Wallace Van Born.
Wallace Van Born.
Yeah,
really cool stuff.
It's really cool. Yeah.
They're actually from Germany?
I have no idea where they're from. I tried to start researching it, but then I'm pretty sure I just lost my train of thought.
There's a huge amount of like stoner stuff coming out of England and Germany.
Oh yeah.
Now.
There, the scene for what we're doing is very strong. There's a lot of cool little festivals that go on out there. Yeah.
I mean, I like a lot of these English bands. I mean, are you familiar with guys like Uncle Acid and stuff like that?
We love Uncle Acid.
Amazing stuff. That's, what Rise Above, pulling that stuff is just amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's very Black Sabbath oriented. It's almost like Black Sabbath and the Beatles. It's weird.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's it. So they toured with Black Sabbath.
Wow. It's,
Uncle Acid,
like
that was like,
some of the stuff,
their new album is sick.
Electric Wizard's great.
Really cool stuff. These are my next thing. England seems to have its own stoner rock thing, but it deals with a lot of like sort of satanic and Coven-esque kind of iconography, like in stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference between like the American bands? You guys into cool stuff like that, or is it more like?
I mean, that's definitely a theme. I feel because of bands like Sabbath and stuff like that. I mean, that theme's always kind of been pervasive throughout, like the kind
mystics in general.
like
when you start
the
talking
occult
about.
and all that kind of stuff.
It was kind of appealing.
Well, because it's mysterious.
Yeah, it
dark
makes for
and
cool album covers.
it's kind of evil,
Yeah. All right.
It's really cool
Smoke
subject matter.
Yeah, you can write so much about it, whether it's like Lovecrafty and stuff.
Yeah.
Just all kinds of stuff like that. Okay. What is a crowbot? And how
A crowbot is actually a very adorable knitted crochet robot that this woman in England makes them.
Okay.
And I'm not joking.
How we know? Because I don't like that.
We found this out. Early on we would Google crowbot just to see what would come up.
Like you hashtag it online or Instagram, and it'll be like band picture, little knitted
And the crowbot.
and a little stuffed
All right, now we know.
animal.
So that's what a crowbot actually is.
Right.
That has nothing to do with our band
Like when I
name.
heard you guys on the radio. I heard you guys on like satellite FM. Satellite FM, that doesn't work. Satellite, liquid metal. And I heard you guys, and I was like, is it Crobo or Crowbot? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Some kind of like French metal band or something. Crobo. Okay.
I like that.
And Crowbot. And we have one final question here. As you know, we lost everyone's hope of eternal life through sex and drugs and rock and roll. Lemmy Kilmister. He made us all believe we could live forever, live in the rock and roll lifestyle, and he lived pretty well. So, what's your words on Lemmy?
It's we had the opportunity to go on tour with Motorhead earlier this year.
So you met them.
So I mean, really, it's. I'm still kind of speaxless about the whole thing. It hasn't completely sunk in. It's like you said, it's one of those things where you just you expect the guy to just keep going. You expect him to just be back and everything. So for myself, it still hasn't even completely sunk in. But I'm just very, very glad of the opportunities that we had this past year to be able to see those guys play every night the way they did and everything, and to see the show and to see the dedication from both Lemmy and his band and the fans. It was it was a really incredible experience. I have nothing but positive memories, and it was really incredible.
So I could, I always want to do that. I always want to do what I'm doing with you guys with something like Lemmy, but I guess that's one more one of the older rock guys I'm not gonna be able to do that with.
Yeah.
So I gotta up my game before they'll die. So all right, so that's about it, guys. By the way, you guys into Hawkwind at all?
Yeah, all kinds of shit.
I walked into a record store randomly. Was that Madrid where I ended up getting a little bong? But I walked into a record shop and that's Hawkwind was on. Wow. That's why I was walking past the door and I was like, no way, this place must be cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Hawkwind is always awesome. All right, guys. So that's it, guys. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
Good luck up there, guys. So
Awesome, man.
Thank you very much, brother.
thank you for giving me the time, guys. I'm Steve from MonkeyGooseMag.com, and this has been Crowbot, and we'll see you next time.